Oh, sorry about that if y'all could not hear me. Okay. Back at it again. Just let me go ahead and reintroduce myself. My name is Etwanda Moore. This is my first live, okay? We're going to be covering Love Island today, episodes 18 through 20. So I'm very excited to talk about it. I just want to come here kind of, I ain't gonna say vent, but I definitely want to just go ahead and just be real with y'all about like what I think about the episode so far. I have been an OG watcher since the very beginning. I also watch the UK ones as well. So I'm very much into the shows and know how they work, how they progress, the plots, and all that other type of stuff. So we will be starting from episode 18 of When Jeremiah Got Dumped from the island. So I'm excited about that. I want to get into that. I want some of y'all's feedback on what y'all think about the Islanders and like how the producers are doing this year, because it is very different. So if you really do know the show, like they usually do not do, some of the typical things they're doing this year with this particular cast. And yeah, it's annoying me a bit. But just like I just want to go ahead and start it off and kick it off like with episode 18, where we're going into it where we're at the point where, Jeremiah's coupled up with Iris. Well, he decided not to do that anymore and explore Adrina, the new bombshell. So we're at that point to where like he moved on from that, because y'all knew from that point it was the Hutta and Jeremiah show for like, yeah, damn near the entire beginning of the season up until this point, of course. So it's been taken over by that. Just going into like the, each Islander, we could just go ahead and kick it off and start it off like with Ace. Like I felt like with him, I was really liking how he was as like, an Islander. I think up until like season 18 to that point to where like his true colors start to kind of come out a bit. Like I didn't really like how he was progressing as like an Islander. It's given more of like Big Brother and Traitors. Like he's very strategic. I do give it to him, and he's very smooth. So I really did kind of like that about him as an Islander, getting into that. I just didn't like the way that he was planting. I didn't really start seeing it up until episode 18. So like how he was like give me an example about it. Like, the whole point of Love Island is to find connections. And we're just hearing a lot of the times exploring your connections and exploring and keep getting that. Yes, we are supposed to do that. But what I did like about like Jeremiah and Huda's relationship is that they didn't close off, even though it did kind of seem like they did close off. They didn't really necessarily close off though, but they were very close. But I could see how the Islanders was kind of a little intimidated by that. I still felt like they could have tried to explore them. I'm not too sure if they even tried. We did hear some clips. I think Taylor at one point said he wanted to pull, Huda and take her into, for a chat and this and that. I felt like they were a little bit intimidated because they still could have tried to pull them for chats and they didn't. So I was always kind of like on the like, why have y'all just, the girls either? Like, I understand y'all trying to have respect for like Huda, but at the same time, this is Love Island and everybody should be talking to everybody. So I felt from the jump, a lot of people were just talking to one person and then just left it at that. There was a couple that tried to jump in and do, little different things, the whole Shelly with the Austin thing. And then, Ace going to Amaya, he shut that down. So I get it. But up until this point, when he decided to go ahead and explore some other options, America, we ended up breaking them up. And, he went to Iris. And then they found out they were just friends. And then he decided to go into this new bombshell. What was really getting me so mad is they kept telling him and getting on him about he needed to explore his options, right? And I felt like he played the game right. Like looking from past episodes, he did play the game correctly. He was exploring. He's already on his third person. As in Taylor and Olandria. I know everybody loves Olandria, and I get that, y'all. I get it. But she's not exploring any options. We throwing her stuff. Jalen came in, we throwing her. And it's cool. She did kind of go into that, but I felt like she was just a bit more closed off really soon. And at one point she did say if Taylor was going to leave when he was on that chopping block at that point, that she was going to end up leaving with him. So we already kind of see where she was standing with that a little bit. So I always felt like I understand she's a slow burner, and I get that. But I feel like at the same time, she needs to open up a little bit more because I still feel like it was a little bit too early for her to be like automatically thinking she's going to go ahead and leave with Taylor already. Girl, explore all them options, honey. Explore all those options. You are a baddie. And what gets me just so upset about Taylor is I just feel like he don't put in enough effort unless Ace is telling him to. And I get it, y'all. You know, with Love Island, we all have our alliances and our cliques and stuff like that. But I just feel like this season is a bit too clicky. It's giving high school. Okay? It's giving very much so high school. I don't like it because what it's doing is it's ruining, like, when it comes down to the Islanders voting, they're voting off people based on just who their friend is and not really voting people off because they don't have any connections. They tried, nothing's working, they're not in a couple. The whole point of this show is Love Island. If you're not in a couple, friend or not, and close or not, you have to do what's right. We're in here to find love. So that's where I felt like episode 18, getting into that, the way that Jeremiah was like voted out. Like, what? What? Voted out we had Austin, Pepe, and then we had Jeremiah. There was no way. Like, he shouldn't even be considered to be, taken out. Especially before that kiss that he had with Adrina there in front of everybody. And mind you, point about that, I really didn't like how they played, him on that kissing. Because every time somebody this is outside of a challenge, no matter what Islander it is, once they show that form of affection in front of the whole villa, it's usually claps, y'all. Like, and the only one, ironically, that was clapping was Huda. Huda? I mean, I got to give it to her. That's how I know people might see it as spiteful, but she was the only one cheering them on. And they're really supposed to do that. Do y'all remember that time when Hannah kissed Pepe and the whole villa was just like, yay, clapping them on. And the whole villa there, guys clicked up like this, leaned back. Ace's feet ain't touching the ground. Nick, Taylor, nobody said nothing, no claps, no smiles, no nothing. That's what I knew then. It was just like, haters. It was given very much so haters. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. I thought it was pure trash how they did him. And I was just hoping, given the benefit of the doubt, that they were not going to put my boy and kick him out. That one, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. That one stuck with me for 2.5, probably the full 3 days. I'm still not over it. I was one of those like, they're gonna bring him back, they're gonna bring him back, they're gonna bring him back. No, it's not happening. It's not happening. I'm bringing him back. Not at all. I really wish they would. I really felt like that would have been a great plot twist. It would have gave that villain arc thing. I mean, they already doing all this cinematic shit, throughout this whole entire season anyway. Why not go ahead and throw that in there? Throw him back on up in there. See the looks of all their faces. Because none of them was his friends. None of them. I really was disappointed in Nick. And I know that he got voted as like fan favorite. I know y'all hate that now. Could take that back now. Because he's nobody. He's not a friend. He's definitely a snake alongside with Ace. And Taylor's just a minion. Sorry. I know everybody wants to stick up for him and say all this other type of stuff, and it was Jeremiah's fault, but y'all really got to look at that, y'all. Y'all know, whether y'all like him or not, he wasn't supposed to be getting sent home at all. That really put a damper on the show. If you really look back at it, I feel like at its highest point, the only love connection everybody was watching, or just progressing into, something. I ain't going to say love, but was Huda and Jeremiah. That's why it was so big. You could tell she really liked him and he really liked her, especially by the way that he was moving. He was locked in, and I felt like that's what you're supposed to do. The bombshells are here to test it. A lot of new viewers this year. You know what I mean? That's the point. Yes, you explore that, but if you really feeling this person and you don't want to disrespect them, you could talk to him, you could chat with him, but you don't have to do all outside of challenges and games. You don't have to kiss him and do all that extra stuff. You can get to know him. That's the whole point, is to get to know somebody, see if you have that connection. And I felt like with Jeremiah, him being a lover boy, he already found that connection. He found that, y'all. That's why he was in it. I know a lot of people don't like the way that he played that, but y'all like the way that Taylor's doing with Olandra. Like I don't like that. I think that's very biased. Like what is he doing? That stuff is very platonic. It's giving like play cousin Pharrell. Seeing a lot of things online. It really is, y'all. And I know y'all love Olandria, and I love her too as an individual. That's why we threw her that Jalen. And she did the shit right back. We was like, catch it, catch it. We trying to throw you a sign, sis. Like we trying to tell you, like, from the outside looking in. And I didn't like that comment that Taylor, I'm not gonna say I didn't like it, but it's like that was his truth. As far as him just saying like that's not really his type, and okay, you're not gonna be everybody's type, boo boo. You're not gonna be everybody's type. And I just feel like it's being forced. I really do feel like this season is a lot of gameplay, And I hate to admit it, but I feel like season 6 is like the blame for that, especially, with how a lot of those Islanders got like a lot of endorsements and followers. And, we live in this day and age of like, followers and those endorsements and stuff and just getting blown up online. So a lot of people seen that. And I just feel like you really could win if you would just do the basics of the game. Like I really do feel like Jeremiah would have been top 3. Like he would have been up there. The way that he's playing the game, he's playing it correctly. So I get why they voted him out strategically to get the competition out, but it does take away the Love Island part of it, and that's the main part of the show. If you want to do all that, take your ass to another show that's on that cutthroat type shit. They got plenty of those shows that you could do that on. Love Island is just not the one. I really do hope that they do change the way that they're giving so much power to the Islanders with the voting off, because a lot of it is giving Friend Island. That's what I really want to call this season. It's Friendship Island, Friend Island. That's what it's giving. So with episode 18, I give it to Jeremiah. He was very mature about it. One of the things that did touch me on that episode is I did like the Hood of Art. She's kind of grown on me a little bit, and I know they're giving her redemption. They definitely giving her redemption for sure. Like she's getting the redemption part, and you could tell they're giving it to her. She still kind of takes a few steps back when she starts talking about me, throwing in a few of them little tales and her feelings, and it's all about me. But Jeremiah, like his therapist, oh my gosh, he definitely need to drop the info on his therapist, because did a phenomenal job on how he reacts to conflict and how he processes things and try to find, just a resolution throughout this. Because, baby, when I mean to tell you, if it was me, if I was Jeremiah, oh, hell, ain't nobody gonna be talking to me like that. Ain't nobody gonna be talking to me like that. You got me all the way messed up. Like he handled it so well. And that's how you could tell it was just so genuine. I feel like once you start watching more and more of it, and he was definitely opening up a lot more. We learned a lot more with Jeremiah, with Iris. I love how their friendship was growing. That's really cute. I like that. And then with Adrina, like, you could just tell they were talking a lot more. He got a little bit more spark into his eyes. And I like to see that. We do like to see that. We like to see character growth. Like genuine character growth, y'all. Not forced character growth, but genuine character growth. And I feel like that's what he was getting into. So he definitely got jibbed. He got robbed badly. And that's why Hood cried so much. I felt like with her response, she knew deep down. And she was the only one to cry, by the way. That speaks volumes about how the villa feels about him. She was the only one to cry for him. That's sad. Because it's really sad, but that's just the way that cookie crumbles. The whole forehead on the kids, y'all, was something like out of the Notebook. It was given, and she felt guilty. I could tell. That's why she had to talk to him, and I like the way he handled that as well, because she kept talking about, still try to make it about her in that sense. But I'm glad that she, in a sense, got a little closure for herself from it. And, you could tell he forgiven and just wanted to move on from that. But yeah, and them letting them go. I did not like the speech they gave on episode 18 about dumping Jeremiah on the boys. I felt like Ace should have definitely gave that speech because it was written Ace all over it with a little sprinkle of Nick, and we know Taylor is just a yes man. I cannot. One thing I did not like is they did not show at all their conversation on why they came up with that. Them at dumping Hannah, and I'm gonna get into Hannah as well, in Jeremiah. Because one that really did blow me, because I had a sense they were gonna take out Jeremiah. I had a sense. Hey, what up, gents? I'm just talking about the episode 18. I'm on 18 on the Jeremiah dumping. So I'm on that part right now. On him, dumping on him. So I'm on that right now. Getting into the Hannah part. The girls were really, really surprised me. Like, they surprised me. I was not expecting at all, like, Hannah to go. I don't know if y'all did or not, but I was not expecting Hannah to go at all. Like, that was that threw me for a loop. Because I was just like, what? And then I was thinking, well, even the guys were like surprised. Are y'all really? We surprised about y'all's too. I really felt like right after they heard Hannah, I really wish they would have like, can we switch up our response? Can we switch it up? I'm not too sure if they could or not. But I was like, switch it up. I mean, if they send a Hannah home, you might as well send Pepe. They could be together. And she could choose out of Charlie or Pepe. You know? So I was just kind of like shocked. I was really shocked about Hannah. Like, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I was just like, well, what? Hannah? Y'all had Iris and Amaya, and I love my Amaya Papaya. And I think that's another reason why they didn't vote her off. They just love Amaya Papaya. And I just love her, y'all. She can't catch a break. She can't catch a break for nothing. Like, at all. Like, my poor baby, she can't catch a break. But it would have had to be out of my Iris. I don't think Hannah should have went. I don't at all. She was in a connection with Pepe, and they know that. A lot of people, they know that. And at the end of the day, this is about connections and who is in a couple. And Iris, I mean, she was talking to, who was she talking to? TJ, I think. And then Amaya. Everybody knew, too, that it wasn't working out with Austin, y'all. Or y'all can at least send Amaya and Austin home. But if you didn't want to do it by Iris or Austin. But Austin needed to go, for sure. Like, hands down, for sure. But I get into that. But the whole Hannah thing with the girls, I could see how she was blindsided. We all were like caught off guard with that one. And the reason didn't make sense at all. The reason did not make sense at all. I was very upset about like them talking about because she didn't explore enough connections. Do these Islanders get a pamphlet or something? I feel like they should. I don't want them to watch like so much of like the past seasons, but they need to get a little gist of how this works. Some type of something before they come on it. Watch a little bit of something. They should have like a little PowerPoint, something for them to watch, or the gist of the game. Because I'm sure they tell them that because it's like pull you for a chat or I got a text. Like they give them certain things that they got to say to keep, the signature of the show and what they do here on the show and stuff. So they have to kind of like know, like this is how it works. You know what I mean? Like they shouldn't be voting people off that are in couples. And you talking about they need to explore more. So you want everybody to be a whore like Nick? This is not Too Hot to Handle, y'all, or like y'all are mixing shows together. Like this is Love Island. They don't need to explore everything that walks in the villa. That's why I felt like with episode 18, with them being dumped, it was definitely giving gameplay. Like, because none of that makes sense. Like, even when they stood up and started talking about it, none of that made sense. I was like, oh, definitely not. I was like, that's not a good enough. That's not a reason, y'all, at all. So that threw me off. I felt like with that, if I was Hannah, I wouldn't want to talk to him either. I'll always be wondering, like, when they do get voted off, do they have to do the whole, like, kumbaya? And I see it every season, so I get it. But, like, the photo booth thing and all that, you can see her eyes were puffy, and she was like this. And all the girls are like, it's just like, it's giving fake. Fake. It's giving fake. Y'all are not my friends. Like, and she said this, like, I don't even know how to talk to the people that just voted me off. Baby. And then Olandria, read the room. We all know you're the fan. Read the room. You're like a light. She said something along the lines of that. Girl, this is not the time. Because if I was so much of a light, y'all wouldn't be voting me up out of here. Okay? So that whole dumping of those two, that's what really like switched the way I was looking at the Islanders. It was already points up until then because the way that they split up like Huda and Jeremiah, like I always feel like it was some gameplay behind that because they were at that time the strongest. And I felt like them listening to the Islanders and listening to outside noise, it really affected that. So a lot of this up until this point, episode 18 was like where it shifted for me looking at Islanders. That I was like, oh yay, to oh like, hold on, some don't seem right. Some don't seem right. Like I didn't like the way that y'all like how y'all moving up in here and knowing that they get that money at the end and all that other type of shit, like just all the benefits they get at the end from winning. It just takes away from people like being honest and real and true to their feelings. So that is when it shifted like badly for me. I was so pissed that Jeremiah had to leave. Like so pissed. Because if y'all can give Huda a redemption, y'all can give Jeremiah one. And the way that he handled it with such grace. I just hope and pray that he gets everything that he deserves. Because that's such a genuine dude. It takes a lot of strength emotionally and mentally to do it the way that Jeremiah did it. Because a lot of people just would have went off. The one thing I did not like that he didn't do a lot, he didn't vocalize. He let the villa and especially Huda and the guy, just everybody run with this narrative that he's just the villain. And he's so not the villain. It was a lot of projecting. Huda did that shit a lot in Ace. A lot of projecting. Oh, you a scammer, or you this, or you that. And then Huda, oh, he's a liar, he's a bitch, he's a pussy. Like, I've never, like, in all my, like, years of watching Love Island, ever heard nobody talk to an Islander like that. Like, and for him to still be, like, coddling her and comforting her and still want to talk to her gracefully speaks a ton about that man's character. A ton. Was he perfect? No. But nobody ever deserves to be talked to like that, or bullied the way that Jeremiah was bullied. He would definitely rob, and he definitely would have won. For sure. In my book, he definitely would have made it to the finale for sure. And especially with Adrina by his side. Oh, not just the conversation and connection, but the looks. And you know how we could be so superficial with this show. Because, baby, together, I mean, who else was she going to be talking to? She don't look good next to Nick. Damn for sure don't look good next to Ace. She's tall. He's a short king, whatever. I was just like, nah. Who else would it be? Was Jeremiah. That was his type and everything. So he did everything right. The only thing that he felt like he shouldn't have done was get physical too quick. And like I said, it's a learning curve. And he shouldn't be talked to or punished to like that because, you know, he decided to move on from that. Y'all, you see Sierra talking to Nick like that? She gave him some, and he switched up so quick on her ass. So quick. I didn't like that. That made me look at Nick a bit different, how he's moving. Because I'm just kind of like, I was for Nick, and I thought he was real funny when it came to the challenges. Sometimes he did take it a bit too far. It's okay. Like, we know that y'all got to go into the challenges. But if you really do care for this girl, and she gave herself to you, you know what I mean? Like, why would you be going into it, like, doing all this extra shit in the challenges? Just, people really, like you and care about you. Like, they say they do. Like, you'll move how Jeremiah did. Like, have a little bit of respect. I'm not saying don't do the... You know, when they were doing all that milk challenge, that milk was just so nasty. So gross. I did not care for it at all. I was just like, ugh. They need to take away. They want to take away anyway. Take that shit away. That shit be so nasty when it be that mouth to spit. And it's just too much. Sometimes I turn away a lot on those. They do it every season. It's some nasty shit of like, it's giving Fear Factor. Passing some food around or some nasty shit around and just passing it from mouth to mouth, and And speaking of that game, y'all catch Nick when he poured that nasty ass milk on Jeremiah about who should lead the villa? Y'all really pay attention. Sometimes I go back and look at previous episodes because you have to kind of get like go back and look at it because we miss a lot of things. You know, they come out, you know, daily except for Wednesdays and Saturdays, and just look at some shit. Like it's a lot of plotting. You know what I mean? We miss that so much because we're like, oh, like, and Ace is real good at doing it. He's very good, a very good manipulator. A very good. That's why I said he'll do good on a show like Traders or Big Brother or something like that. He's real good. He's real good. If you ain't a manipulator like him, like game recognize game recognize game. Yeah, exactly. He's one of them. He's one that I clocked his ass. Oh, it was a little too late though because my boy was out the door, but I clocked it now. And a lot of people start clocking it. I was looking at a lot of things on TikTok. You know, a lot of videos online and stuff. Like a lot of they gave themselves away on episode 18 badly. Then we're moving on episode 19 into Casa Amor, y'all. Casa Amor. Oh my God, these people. Really wish that Hannah and Jeremiah got to test that, but oh well, moving on into that. The Casa Amor people, you know, this is the time of the season where we really like Casa Amor. But what the fuck are we gonna get excited about for? There are no real connections. Y'all keep dumping the real connections up out of here. So the whole point of Casa Amor is to test connections. There's nothing to test. There's nothing to test, y'all. There's nothing to test. That's what's getting me so annoyed. There's nothing to test. I'm just like, so what are we doing there? It's a whole bunch of singles. Nick and Sierra, that whole situation after he got what he got. What I've noticed with this trend on this season, people that give it up, they end up breaking up. Jeremiah and Huda. Now, I can't say Hannah and Pepe, but they were voted out. But if they would have let that played out, who knows? It's not a good track record. And then that was Sierra and Nick. Like, Nick, after he got that all of his 25 seconds, I really am very not proud of the 25 seconds, y'all. Like, he could have just left that part out. But, yeah. TMI, Nick. TMI. On 25 seconds. Oh, child, Sierra, move on, please. Anyway, him doing that and then switching up, trying to get with the new bombshell just says everything I need to know about Nick's character. Nick has been a fuckboy from the very beginning. That's why Bella Dasha, he didn't pick her. Like a lot of these islanders show you who they are from the very beginning. We don't catch it because we're so busy like getting blinded by other things. If you really pay attention, use those critical thinking skills and really just see how people are coming across. He was already he always been a fuckboy. Remember, he did not switch up with Bella until like she started kissing everybody. Then he started feeling some type of way. Nick's a hoe, y'all. Nick's a hoe. He's definitely a hoe. 100%. You throw him in there, he definitely gonna play. He's complete opposite of Jeremiah, so he definitely gonna play. So with that, going into Casa Amor, like I'm just like, anything, but it's not given. Because Cordell really actually liked Serena from season 6. Like he actually really liked her. He was pursuing her. And yes, Serena was a slow burner. And yes, a couple of times she was curving them, but eventually they fell for each other. And you can tell from that shit from Casa Amor. That's the whole point of Casa Amor, is to make the connections stronger. But if you don't have nothing to build a foundation on any connections, there's no point. So that's why this season, it switched up. It was a lot of twists and turns, y'all, with the Casa Amor shit on episode 19 and 20. So we're just going to put them all together with this. But going into Casa Amor, y'all, the girls, looking at the Casa Amor girls, wasn't too bad. Coco, Clark, they look good. Grayson, she's good. She's good too. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Hannah. What's the other girls? Vanna. Woo, Vanna child. Woo. Okay. Ooh, sorry. Not doing no bullying or nothing like that. Everybody teaches on when it comes to looks. 21. Where? Ooh. Where? 21, y'all. Y'all gotta leave those fillers alone. I was really thinking about getting me a little something, a little something on a left. Give me a little Botox. Little. She scared me, y'all. She scared me. I'm not gonna lie. When they did the, they did the little intros. I'm just like, ah! It was definitely giving Jigsaw. I'm sorry, y'all. And I love Saw. That's my movie. That's what it was giving. I'm really, really concerned about, because she seems so sweet. I've seen online they going in on her. It's a lot of that. It's a lot of that. Beautiful body. Cover. She take that away. She's beautiful. It was scary, y'all. I didn't like it. The other one, Jaden. Yeah, the investigator. Yeah, she's pretty cool. She's yeah. They're pretty girls. All of them pretty. Yeah, they're pretty. I really do love. I'm sorry, y'all, being a little biased. I really do love Coco and Clark. They're very, very cute. Very beautiful women. So I like them. Going into the boys, a lot of tall men. It's a lot of tall men. I'm just like, okay, they casted a lot of tall men. We got a 6'8". Let's start off with the 6'8". 6'8". Ooh. All right, got him, Chris. He's nice looking. Very nice looking dude. We got JD. He lot of mouth. He got a lot of mouth. Sometimes it's kind of hard to like really like to like really get into like listening to what he's saying, because I'm just so focused on this, y'all. Yeah, the Puerto Rican dude, but he need to close this sometimes. It's just not attractive. And get a little haircut or something. Could have faded up on the side, a little something. Come on, JD, you know you're gonna be on television. Yeah, he's tall too. Moving on to Brian. All right, Mr. Tatted Up. Ain't he tatted? Yeah, it's giving Miami Promoter. I see that shit all. I was dying. It's definitely giving Miami Promoter. Fuckboy. He gives me fuckboy. Yeah, he gives me fuckboy vibes. Man, could be wrong, but you can definitely tell he's coming for Adrina. He loves his Dominicanas, and can't blame him. She is T. Body's T, face T. She is the bombshell. I probably like all of the seasons. I'm not gonna lie, cause whoo, baby. So yeah, he's coming for her. We got Zach with a K. He kind of threw me off with that accent, y'all. Philippines, British accent. Ooh, Filipino with a he just threw me off. He talks faster than a fucking New Yorker. And the teeth. He could have got a different color though. God damn, them hoes is extra white. Probably could have got a little, yeah, he's a model as well. He's okay. He's a little decent. If y'all didn't know, Miguel from season 6, that is his friend. So shout out to Miguel for putting his friend. I'm sure he has something to do to put his friend on, So he ain't no Miguel. Whew. He ain't no Miguel, but he got his friend put on there. He's cute, he's nice. If y'all like the whole, I think it's Asian, Philippine, one of those. If y'all like that whole little thing there, cool. Then we have Zach with a C. Yeah, he's straight. He's not too bad. I was like, okay. Yeah. And then we have Elon, aka Jack Harlow. I cannot. He does give Nick. I can kind of see where they're going with this, kind of give like a little similar looks from like the OGs and shit. So like he does give a little bit of Nick with the curly hair, got nice hair, pretty eyes, so the guys, they're not bad at all. I feel like, the girls I think they'd be ready to explore. Nice, especially on the height shit. So you know how girls are. I like them tall with tattoos. So you know how that goes. So for real. So I thought it was cool. So getting into that, how they did the Casa Amor, they come on in, did all those intros. The whole kissing thing. A lot of kissing going on. My girl Coco was like, she didn't kiss, what was it, Austin or Nick. Maybe because all them fucking bumps and shit going on with Nick's lips. Who knows? And you know, I wasn't got all them whiteheads and shit all around here, Austin and shit. I get it. You ain't got to. You see how Bella did. How Bella did. She swerved a lot, got a lot of. Oh, it's up to you. You know, you don't have to kiss everybody. I would probably do what they did and kiss the ones I was interested in. You know, it ain't like they gonna know who you are anyway because they were blindfolded anyway. So I kind of like that. That was kind of cute. Like I see a lot of people's kind of bored with it. It was okay, kind of introducing them in to the guys with the kissing. And my boy TJ, Ariana Maddox charged that ass up. TJ giving all the girls just bad reviews. I'm just like, oh my gosh. Like just giving them a whole bunch of bad reviews, y'all. Like, I mean ratings. And then you expect to get chose? I'm just like, oh no. Definitely not. I was like, you fours. And if you look at how TJ was kissing, he wasn't even kissing that good. I was just like, sir, your kissing is not all that. Every girl shouldn't be complicated with them trying to kiss you. Like it was given, it wasn't flowing, it wasn't flowing at all. I did clock that Ace would say something and then Taylor would go right back. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing that Ace. Yeah, what Ace said. It's just like this dude don't have a fucking mind of his own at all unless Daddy Ace, Lord Farquaad Ace, short ass, has to say something and then he agrees with it. It was given annoying. I was like, Taylor, just have your own. You don't have to do everything Ace do. Please. I mean, golly. So that was cool. Then they got to picking. Everybody start picking. Of course, TJ was left single. That's what his ass get. Clocked that. Ariana talking about, yeah, how do you feel about? He goes, I was just being honest. And Ariana was like, and the girls were being honest right back at you. One thing about her, she gonna be a girl's girl. Ariana don't play. She'll clock that real quick. And she's making faces every time he was giving the girls bad ratings and stuff. I understand that you're being honest, but you ain't gonna be like that. Like, come on, try to. I mean, every girl, TJ. So yeah, he was by himself. Then we had Pepe. He was just giving 10s across the board for the most part. They don't show a lot of Pepe. Like throughout these latest episodes and stuff, they don't show a lot of Pepe. I want to know a little bit more about Pepe, y'all. We don't see enough about Pepe. And, you know, when Hannah getting voted off and all of the type of stuff, she was talking about like how they had a lot more conversations and stuff on her podcast, you know, interviews and stuff. Like, hey, what's up? Y'all got a thing against Pepe? For Pepe. So I felt like Pepe definitely should have, you know, but yeah, he was a nice dude with it. As far as like Ace, he gave out some good reviews as well. I was dying laughing when it was time to couple up. And he got Vanna, y'all. Now, y'all know. If y'all want to go ahead and test him out with Shelly, Vanna is not the one to do it. Ace is trying to hold it in so bad. You could tell he was so uninterested. So uninterested. He was not interested in that girl at all, y'all. I was like, that's what you get. I was still on my hate train with them sending Jeremiah home. So I felt like that was karma. Yeah, that's what your ass get. Right there, that nigga talking about bring back my Shelly. That confession. Y'all try to scare this man or y'all try to tempt him. Because it definitely was giving Jigsaw. Taylor with Coco. He had Coco and Clark as an option. I don't know what the fuck y'all see in Taylor. Because he got a sex appeal of a string bean. For real. I don't get it. Maybe it's the goofy shit. I don't know. But he had two of them. I know Ace was like, God damn. Because you know Ace like his black queens, child. So he was definitely not feeling no Vanna. And then Austin ended up getting Jaden. And then what's the name? Nick, nobody. I was just like, oop, 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 boop, boop. Nick not getting nobody. So yeah, end up with that. They end up on that one. Let's go ahead and transition into the girls. So they already clicked up over there with the girls. Their challenge was kind of cute. I kind of liked it because it gave more of a little in-depth thing with pop the balloon, get the question, and then, you know, pick the guys. So, you know, my girl Maya went up in there ready to play the game. I love my mom, papa. So she was up in there getting it in. Um, everybody, all the girls pretty much was into it. I liked it for the most part. Brian got Adrina, all that other type of stuff, so he was giving. I was like, okay, he wanted her, he got her. He definitely did. I love that Shelly went from a shortest motherfucker in the village to the tallest one. Like her walking in with him. Oh, I cannot wait for that episode. Her walking in with the tallest man, 6'8". Went from 5'2". Okay, y'all don't know if he's 5'2". I'm just talking shit. I don't know if he's 5'2". But going from that all the way up to 6'8", baby. Ooh. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So I kind of like that. It seemed like they had some nice chemistry, like flowing with the talking and everything. She still did have Ace on her mind as well. So, okay, he had her on her mind as well. She said that they're both similar a little bit. Well, not like similar, but she actually liked the dude. So she wasn't expecting to like him. So she started to like him. So we'll see there. Olandria, she didn't end up getting picked because Shelly had both the guys. She had Chris and she had Zach with a K, Zach K. And he ended up eventually going with her, and Amaya Papa, of course, was by herself. But he ended up going with her, talking with her. And Olandria, I love her and everything, but she's a bit too closed off for me. I need her to open up. I understand she got very, very slow with Taylor. It's giving just settling. And she's not really opening up to the experience. I know y'all voted her fan favorite, but this is Love Island. And y'all keep going on. You got to explore connections. And then y'all give exceptions for certain OG Islanders, which is just not cool. So it was, she's there, she's doing it, but she ain't really diving all the way into the experience. And I'm not saying she has to kiss and do all the type of stuff, but be open. I understand that you are missing Taylor, because that's what you're comfortable with. But you don't know what he got going on over there, and you need to really give your chance give yourself the opportunity. I feel like it would do injustice for her not to. And she needs to dive in there. She owes it to herself to dive in. So yeah. And then with, who else was it? Huda with JD. I can't with that mouth, y'all. Every time I think of JD in that damn mouth. She probably opened up, talked to him about like her being a mom. If I hear that shit one more time, she might as well go ahead and get that shit tatted on her forehead. I'm a mom. I'm so sick of hearing that. I'm a mom. Okay. All right. He's accepted it. He's good, girl. Let's get past it. So their conversation is pretty cool. We'll see how that progresses. He seems very open. I just hope you don't get a little piece of that hurricane Huda. Cause she definitely, yes, I know, Terry, that goddamn Huda. That girl Huda, we don't know if she gonna go left, right, front, back. We don't know where she gonna come from. All I do know is he just need to be on his P's and Q's. Cause that girl wears her emotion on up, forward, and front. See, Amaya does it, but she don't do it like in a way that she finna go kill her on you. It's more of like a ditzy, cute, like sweet way. She'll go off, but it ain't in a way to where like you feel like your life being threatened. That girl, Huda, baby, she gonna tear the house down. Shout out to what's the name for that Hurricane Huda. Yeah, Huda's really something else. And I know they kept her on there because she's great for ratings and she has a lot of Huda stands. So shout out to them. Definitely. She definitely is. So yeah, Terry, she definitely something else. Like, no cap. So, I mean, we'll see how that goes with that relationship. I feel like as of right now, she gonna see it. He ain't no Jeremiah. But he's straight. The other connection, Sierra with the Nick 2.0, aka Jack Harlow. But yeah, their conversation was really good. I feel like it was a lot more mature than Nick's. I did like that conversation. I think they had a real deep conversation, but she's still thinking about Nick. And I can see why she would be thinking about Nick, because especially with her giving herself to him as well. So tired. You can't be doing all that and then expect not to. So of course she gonna be thinking about him a lot and wondering what he's doing. But you can't really fully engage in this experience if you worry about what they doing. Wait till movie night. Trust me, boo. Trust me, you're gonna get everything you need. Movie night. Okay. So yeah, with that, that was cool. I like their thing there, their conversation there. Iris and Zaxi. So y'all thought I was frozen. Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what I think about them. I mean, it's cool. I love Iris. She's a sweetie. It's nothing against her, but it's boring. It's boring. It's boring. It's boring. So yeah, they're cool. We'll see where that goes, whatever time they get there. And speaking of that as well, somebody else who don't get that much time, Pepe and Grayson. Grayson. But yeah, she's pretty cool too. Yeah, their conversation was cool. It's definitely giving a little bit of Hannah there, but it feels like with Pepe, he's not gonna just force something. He said that before, especially after the dumping with Jeremiah. And he told Nick that because Nick was so quick about move on and it's time to. Damn, it's only been 2 seconds. Not everybody's you, Nick. Or everybody's ready to dive in straight up in there. Not everybody's you. Everybody's different. Okay? He needs to understand that. We're not just going to dive in and just, oh, forget that. Let's move on. That's not how Love Island works. People need to kind of process a little bit. Not everybody can just throw themselves at somebody and pretend. That's why I feel like it's just a lot of strategic play out here with most of these OG boys. But yeah, other than that, the conversations were great. Episode 20. A lot of people said that was boring. I enjoyed it a little bit. I just enjoyed a little. I wanted to enjoy to see if the girls are going to dive in deep so they could just replace the majority of them OG boys. Because it's just kind of like, let's see what else is out there. Let's test something else. It's just the season is not giving what it's giving. So that's why they switched up Casa Amor, because it's not giving what it's supposed to give. So producers have to try to force this shit. So they really ruined the whole Casa Amor experience. Going into episode 20, like with the whole just cinematic ending. Oh my God. But anyway, I didn't like it. I did not like Casa Amor. It's starting to become a lot more serious, y'all. And Casa Amor is supposed to be that light fun portion of the show. You know what I mean? Like the heart rate challenge and stuff. Like certain days we just be looking forward to. This is the fun part. They didn't even play no games. Maybe we gotta wait till episode 21, but no games, no nothing. We're doing a whole recoupling. And I get what the producers are doing. They're trying to let you know that they're in control. So they had to use Casa Amor for this. Because after the whole Jeremiah dumping, like they were just kind of like, it's plot is just getting lost, morale's just getting lost, the way of the game, everybody being sneaky. So they trying to see who's really in the villa for love and who's in it for the money. You know what I mean? It's a lot of gameplay going on. And I'm getting tired of it. You can tell. It's bright as day. Like a lot of these, I feel like with Olandria, unpopular opinion, like I think her, like for her to know so much about her worth and stuff like that, she just coasted with Taylor. I feel like to just get to the end, just to say, because I've been with him since day one, y'all got to stop using that on this show. Just because you've been with somebody day one does not mean y'all are going to take it all the way to the end. It's got to be more than just, oh, we've been together since day one. So the fuck what? What are y'all doing to progress? I felt like with Taylor's connection with Clark, I've seen him all 32 teeth. It comes out more natural, flowy. Like it's not forced. Not talking about what your favorite fruit is. On the third week in Olandria and Taylor, that's what y'all on? What? Yeah, so it's just like I feel like people are just skating by. I'm kind of glad they did it this way. I hate that they had to jeopardize the whole Casa Amor experience, because for first-time watchers, y'all, that is not how that goes. That is not how Casa Amor goes. It is one of our favorite parts of the show, because this is where we start testing connections. See what y'all finna do. Are y'all really into this person or are y'all not? So that's what it's supposed to be about. I was worried for Olandria. Shout out to my girl, Amaya Papaya. That girl was like, look here. They went in there and said, you got 24 hours to make a connection. Or risk being dumped from the island. Baby, Amaya put the... She said, I put my gold shoes on because it's my lucky color. Girl, shout out to you, Amaya. Yes, boo. Do what you got to do. That's what you need to be doing, making connections. That's what this is about. Not sit here and just couple up and then nothing going on and we're just going to sit here and be a couple and then wait until we go back to the OG book. No, you need to engage. You need to be into this. So I was very worried about either it's going to be a Maya or Landria. So I was really, really already knowing where that one was going. So when the dumping came and it was Olandria, I was not shocked, y'all. You know what's crazy this season? I didn't even cry. I didn't even. I got a little jerk tear, like almost. It wasn't about her leaving the villa. It was about what she said about how she always have to be strong. That touched me because she's the oldest. So she always had to like take care of her younger siblings. She didn't mention that. And then like her saying that she'd been 5 years single and just looking for love. That really broke me. The reason why I did is because I know I'm leaning more so. I don't know for a fact, but I just feel like Taylor's gonna move on with like Clark. Like, and I know she is so like when she told the girls not to cry and don't worry about it. Tell Taylor I miss him. She told that to Shelly, and that she'll meet him on the outside. She's very confident about that. And I just don't want her to look stupid. You know what I mean? I don't want to look stupid with Taylor's actions. So that was the part there that kind of got me. I was like, oh, like that's, but I felt like she's not, this show isn't just for, it's just not for her. So when she did leave, it was like, she'll, you know, find somebody else. You know what I mean? Because it's not in the villa. It's not. I really do feel like she would have been better on Love is Blind, the way that she moves. She would have been a really good person for Love is Blind, for real. So her leaving, all the girls bald. She did get a little clock that on Zach K. He's gonna pull you for a chat. Save your words. Ooh, ooh, boo. I was like, okay. She did not come to play. Said say those words. I know a lot of people was like, you know, he did plead his case and everything because he didn't want to seem like the bad guy, but he did nothing wrong. I think the only thing I felt like, she didn't really give a fuck. Let's just be honest. But I love that Amaya told her that she did kiss Zach K before the dumping, because he said to keep it a secret. But I love, that's how I know Amaya is a genuine person, and she has always been a girl's girl. For her to be honest and let her know that. And Olandra respected her for that. She did go, come up here and get your man, girl. Like, I was like, ooh. You know, a little bit of that little feistiness came on out, but I was like, hey, she feels what she feels. But yeah, when she dumped out, that was really sad about her dumping, but I get why. You know what I mean? It's not just her as a person. She's a great person, an individual. It's just like, I just feel like her dude is not here. It's just not here. Nowhere, not even in Taylor. So going on to the villa with the guys. Now, this one surprised me. And Ace felt like he just had it in the bag about his boys, who his boys was going to be with, and this and that. Jaden was the deciding factor of that. Ace just felt like he knew so how it was going to play out and his minions were going to be safe. And I was so happy. I don't give a damn, y'all. I was so happy when she decided to stay with Austin because she had more of a connection and better with him. I know Nick was trying to plead his case. So did y'all hear what he told Clark when he was sitting next to her? Because that's who you originally coupled up with. So don't leave me, baby. I died. I was laughing. I was like, okay. She's definitely going on to Taylor. And he knew that. I knew it was a joke. But her not picking him, it did kind of surprise me because it was like 50-50 for her. And the way Ace gave her, if looks can kill, his mouth open and looked dead at her. Like, that's why she really started crying too. Ace was like, because Ace is the puppeteer. Like, he felt like, oh no, she gonna pick, telling Nikki ain't got nothing to worry about. She gonna pick you. Clark gonna pick Taylor. And Coco, I got Coco. We good. He always wants to make sure they good. And everybody else, collateral damage. Pawns, don't give a damn. But as long as him and his boys are good. I was so happy when they said that. I was so happy. I felt like that's the first time I seen emotion. It's really kind of sad. First time I seen emotion because it was a bromance. What really pissed me off and further, like, confirmed, they don't fuck with Jeremiah. All the guys cried for Nick. All of them. First time I seen Ace shed a tear. We cried? You got emotion in there, little man? There's emotion in there? Okay. Humble his ass. Humble his ass. Yeah, you don't run this. And don't be looking at Jaden like that. She could pick whoever the fuck she want to pick. She felt more of a connection with Austin, and that's what she picked. So he started crying with that. They cried hard on that. Um, then like I ain't gonna say teary eyed or jerk, but I was like, oh, it was literally like that when he said, I'm never gonna have that date with Sierra. I was like, oh, I didn't care. I didn't like the way they did my boy. I like the way they did my boy, Jeremiah. I didn't give a fuck. Justice for Jeremiah, and always will be that. So I didn't care about him leaving. I felt like he's full of shit anyway. So you got to go. But the semantics, the cinema, the movie ending. I'm like, what? Love Island is production is just throwing shit all over the place. Because come to find out, they're not gone. Great cliffhanger. Great cliffhanger. They're not gone. I was so praying Jeremiah was in that motherfucker drive. And somebody said, I hope that nigga better be in the trunk. Say he better be in the trunk. No, y'all, he ain't in no trunk. He ain't in no trunk. He ain't at all. It's just them two, for sure. Confirm that today. But anyway, not in no trunk. Not driving at all. But yeah, they're going to be back. And what I come to conclusion with that, and Ariana Maddox like to comment, and I'm just paraphrasing, just saying like the producers are really taking on to humble a lot of these islanders to see who's really here for love and then who's here for gameplay. And in order to do that, you got to take out this click shit. Olandria gone. And goddamn Nick gone. Y'all take it away. Take it away. Because y'all need to be humbled. Y'all not running this. You could tell they clicking up and picking certain people who gonna stay, who gonna go. Nah. Your ass getting cut. Start making connections. Start doing what you're supposed to do from jump, or your ass up out of here. Too bad they ain't up out of here for good. Very curious to know on the next episode how they gonna play this out. Some of my predictions that I've come up with and looked at online as well. When it comes to that, I feel like they're going to have them somewhere secluded and watching what they're doing to see if they're really like their other connection, like Nick and Olandra, like if Taylor's here, really gonna come back to them. And this and that. I don't know if they're going to bring them on as bombshells. I did see that. I was like, I don't know if they're going to bring them on as bombshells. I think more so it's going to be like they come back and they got to choose. Do you want to stay, with this person or not? But it's going to be some twists and turns with it. But I feel like they're going to see what they're doing. Kind of give them a gist. Are they moving on? That'll be real messy. Like, especially with Taylor, how he is with Clark. And to see Olandria's face, see like how he's moving, how he's acting. To be honest, that would give her a lot of closure. Not just closure, insight on how he moves with somebody else. Their connection has never been tested. Jalen, that don't count. She wasn't opened up. Taylor ain't been tested. Olandria, I guess you can say she been tested. Went on a date. She opened up. She talked, but she still in the end went back to Taylor. So we'll see what Taylor's going to do. See, I'm kind of a little iffy about Taylor, though. See, Sierra, I feel like she's going to go back to Nick. The way that she's moving and thinking about him and crying, she's going to go back to Nick. I feel. That's my opinion. Taylor, I don't know. Taylor, that one, he might stick with Clark, y'all. Now if he stay with Olandria, fuck that shit. This shit gameplay. Cause ain't no way looking at how the way he is with Olandria versus how he is with Clark. You ain't need no help from Daddy Ace when it came to Clark. You know exactly what to say. You know exactly how to move. You ain't say nothing when it comes to Clark. You know because you're interested. You asked Coco the first time about her last name. Last name? Do you even know Olandria's last name? Did you even ask her? See if her name flows right with Joe Williams. Then with Clark, he smiles a lot. He opens up. See, this is what this show is about. We have not seen a lot of that at all. Little pieces from Jeremiah. Or a little piece, I think, with Hannah and Pepe, or not with Charlie and Pepe. Not Charlie and Pepe. Charlie and Hannah. A little bit of that. Like, we don't get to see like that. That's what we're supposed to be seeing. So that's why I was like, a lot of these connections aren't genuine. We see it with Ace and Shelly. Not gonna lie. But I can't trust that little troll. I always feel like he just knows how to play it. He just knows it too well. I don't know if that shit's genuine. I'm not saying he don't like her. I just feel like it's gameplay. Like, now that Jeremiah's out, it's like, oh, We definitely gonna get this in the bag. We definitely gonna win. So I like the way that the producers did throw that loop. Sucks that the sacrifices cost some more, but I'm glad that they did. You know what I mean? Throw that in there. So they threw that in there. Kind of see. Let's see. So let's see how it plays out. I cannot wait till tomorrow to see like how it's gonna play out. And like who's gonna really dive deep now that people getting their ass up out of here. Let's see who really gonna be up into these connections. My favorite part that I'm waiting on, to be honest, because is movie night. No, the only reason why I'm waiting on that is to start exposing motherfuckers. I really hope that the producers choose the right shit. Too bad Jeremiah couldn't be there to see how a lot of people was doing him, but he already catching on that already right now since he getting his phone back and shit shortly. He'll be seeing that, but I cannot wait because I felt that's why I felt like a lot of the reason they were gonna bring him back as well because of movie night. Because a lot of these people are saying one thing and going back and saying another. So I can't wait till movie night because a lot of this shit is snaky shit. Girls, guys, like nothing seems genuine. Not even with the friendships. I think Amon, Papa, and Iris are like the really true, genuine ones. Pepe. And whether y'all like it or not, Austin, he's honest. What? Nah, he was honest with Jeremiah on how the guys was. He wasn't honest with Amon. Like he'll say shit, but he will never tell it to his face. So I don't know. But they probably might show that shit during movie night. We don't know. But yeah, those are only excuse me genuine ones. So I need to see because the girls the way they rock this shit, I don't know. So we gonna see. I mean, that's my take on it. I love the show, y'all. I really appreciate everybody who tuned in. I appreciate you, Jabril, Terrence, for y'all coming in, showing love to me on my first live. I'm gonna keep these going. Follow me on my socials, X, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, More with E. Y'all, I'm gonna be talking about this show, not just Love Island. I'm gonna be talking about some other shows as well, other love shows. I watch all different types of shows. And I'm gonna be just talking about some reality shows and just giving my point and stuff on it. Thank you so much, Dad. I'm very proud of myself. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to give my opinions on things, and I want to hear some of y'all's opinions as well. What y'all think? I love this type of stuff. I love talking about it because it's real life stuff. So, and not to bash any of the Islanders, it's all my opinions, and I don't condone any type of bullying either because it's like y'all going on those shows and then people doing all this bullying and stuff about y'all. So, yeah, to pop the balloon. I might have to. They kind of got me mad on Netflix on how they did pop the balloon. I hated it. I hated it a lot how they did the pop the balloon. But I'll see about it though. If it's popping, I'm going with the real popular love shows. Putting those in there, and we're just gonna talk about some different things. This is my first one. Just want to go ahead and introduce myself out there. And let's just have some fun with it. Let's chit chat and give our take on things because this is everyday life situations. So I'm just very excited about it. And yeah, so I'll be seeing y'all shortly. I am going to be covering the Jeremiah interview because he did come out with his interview. So I will be going live about that. Make sure y'all tune in and watch that. I think it was on the Vila file, something like that, Villa file, whatever. But he got an interview with that podcast, and I did watch it, and I do want to cover it because he was talking some tea. It's a lot of tea, a lot of tea. So Hannah as well. So I'm gonna be covering those, and then of course I can't get ready for the next episode 21. So that is it. That is all. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, and I'll be seeing y'all shortly. Oh yeah. I will. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I'm going to be like pulling up some of those clips and stuff like that, and we'll talk about it and stuff. So yeah, share my screen and look at some of these different things. But yeah, thank you, Terrence. That's a really good idea. Yeah, because the Netflix one is poochies. So y'all have a great night, and thank you again for joining me on my live. Y'all have a great one. How'd it go? Hello? Mm. How'd it go? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you now. What's that?
How'd it go?
I was good. How did it go for you? How you feeling?
I love it. I love it a lot. I like the interaction. I'm kind of glad that Terrence was talking to me. I see why a lot of people get excited about that, so I can like go in more into depth and stuff like that for my first round. You said the music was loud. I turned it all the way down.
No, I'm talking about at the beginning.
Oh,
The music was on and
did I do it right? Because I pressed offline. Did I do it right?
well, you gotta hit end screen to cut the stream off.
All right, come in here because I don't see where it says in screen. I just seen offline.
No, that's just to show that
Oh,
it's
so
ending.
stop streaming.